This video is part of a docu-series detailing stories of viral videos and clips from the internet. I'm breaking them down to provide some context for what you may or may not come across with internet access. Please keep in mind this is an educational series informing the public on real news events. These stories are intended for mature audiences and viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back everyone, and thank you all for tuning in. We have another series of stories to share today. Go grab some food, open up your telly, and see the full videos so you know what we're talking about today. This story comes from October 9th of this year, 2023, from Miami, Florida, and details a 27-year-old female rapper from Florida with the stage name of Kivani. Kivani's real name is Kivani Camilla Hicks, so you might hear me refer to her as Kivani or Hicks. I apologize for the inconsistency. But the story details her second-degree murder charge resulting from the incident we're talking about today. Around 1:30 a.m., Hicks, aka Kivani, her manager, and driver, all inside of a white Lexus, stopped in front of the Wynwood Walls on 2nd Avenue. Witness statements and surveillance video details Hicks and her manager get out of the vehicle while having a conversation when it turned physical. The manager struck Hicks mid-argument, and when the driver saw this, he got out of the vehicle and joined the manager, throwing Hicks to the ground. When Kivani stood up, she walked away, but reached into her purse, drawing a handgun, and began opening fire at her manager as he ran away, taking cover. The driver then got back into the vehicle and ran Hicks over with the vehicle he later escaped in. Responding police officers found the manager with multiple gunshot wounds, and he was transported to the hospital where he would later pass. Hicks was also hospitalized with blunt force injuries and told the police the shooting was in self-defense as she feared for her life. She was later booked on second-degree murder charges and was jailed. The video shows her pull out a firearm when she had the opportunity to flee, but she instead went on the attack. The reason I included her story in today's video is because as of November 27, 2023, Kivani is now free after posting a $50,000 bond. She posted a statement on her Instagram page Monday after release. "Good morning to all of my supporters and fans. I'm finally home after experiencing something so traumatic and life-changing. I have 3 broken ribs and bruises all over, so I'm currently healing and getting rest." She wrote, "I just want to personally thank everyone who supports me and knows that I'm not the horrible person some are claiming that I am. I can't comment on the case at all, but I pray you all continue to stand by me." I know this was a quick story with not a lot of depth to it. I just wanted to include it because many people saw the clip and were not sure if it was truly self-defense or not, so I wanted to put out an update on the situation. However, this next clip is a little bit more in depth. It really is a wild one. I'm sure you all will get tired of me saying that as I continue to make videos, but they get hard to compare as they're all crazy on one level or another. This story details 5 young men, all between the ages of 19 and 22, some being college students who were murdered by a drug cartel in Mexico after being lured by a fake job offering. El Universal reported the strongest hypothesis pointed to the young men contacting a call center in search of employment. What these men did not know was this call center was often managed by the CJNJ for the forced recruitment of people. Although it has not been confirmed the CJNJ are responsible for the murders, it is widely accepted it was either in fact CJNJ or the Sinaloa cartel. Now the confusion as to who is responsible is due to the watermark that was left on the video, Pure MZ, that is attributed to Mayo Zambada, a leader of the Sinaloa cartel. As I mentioned, the context for this one is different than many others. These young men refused the surprise cartel's job offering, and they were then forced to fight one another, with the winner being forced to execute the losers. Mind you, these guys were all best friends a week ago, which makes it absolutely brutal. These videos mostly circulated on Telegram and Twitter as they are far too disturbing for most viewers and platforms. The 5 victims were 21-year-old Jamie Miranda, 22-year-old Dante Hernandez, 20-year-old Diego Santoyo, 20-year-old Roberto Kohler, and Euro Gonzalez, who is the youngest at 19. This started when the young men went missing on their trip around August 11th while on a trip to attend a festival in the city of Lagos de Moreno. A witness said that 10 men had taken them from their car and put them in the back of a white pickup truck and van. The group was last heard from via a text sent from one of the students who told a relative they were on their way home. On August 15th, they were next seen on video bound by tape, kneeling on the ground, beaten and held hostage by surrounding gang members. As the video continues, you see someone off camera throw Jamie, the winner of the fight, a knife, and he was forced to execute his friends. In the background, the men watching can be heard cheering and egging Jamie on. The following Wednesday, Mexican authorities located the property where the video was filmed and recovered burned and dismembered remains. The context clues of the building from the video as well as the remains were enough to confirm the location being the same as the video. There were writings on the walls and the windows were taped up. The investigation went federal and I was unable to find any information since the case was taken to the feds. The identities of the suspects are unknown, but the markings inside the building point to CJNJ involvement. Of course, the gruesome nature of the video is a message within its own, but the story gives the video a whole new meaning once you understand what is truly happening. Although this incident took place in the year of 2023, the main reason I included it in this video is because I was unaware of the dangers of finding a job in some areas in Mexico and what it can lead to if you're not careful. The next video and story is the most recent, occurring on December 6, 2023. The incident took place at the Seafood King Fish Market in Washington Heights, New York on Broadway and West 163rd around 2 a.m. The story details a love triangle gone wrong. Just before 2 a.m., the suspect, 37-year-old Camacho Bonilla, walked into the Kingfish Market, ordered food, and then left the building. About 10 minutes later, the suspect returned and pointed a distinctive blue handgun at the back of a man's head and demanded his cell phone. He proceeded to take the cell phone and wallet from the man, as well as from the woman working behind the register, as well as the money from the store in what seemed like a typical robbery. The suspect told the employee to get down and proceeded to executioner-style the man sitting at the restaurant. The victim was rushed to the hospital where he underwent surgery and was listed in critical condition, but is now stable and alive. The suspect ran out of the restaurant, leaving the victim as well as the woman inside. The victim was rushed to the hospital where he underwent surgery and was listed in critical condition with a gunshot wound to the cheek, but is now in stable condition and alive. A 9mm shell casing was recovered at the scene, and the suspect, 37-year-old Camacho Bonilla, was arrested the following Saturday, being charged with attempted murder, robbery, and assault. The suspect had no prior criminal convictions, making the whole situation seem off to initial investigators. The district attorney later revealed information that took the story a step further. It was discovered the victim, Harrison Farias, had a brief romantic fling with the mother of Camacho's child 8 months after Camacho's relationship had ended. Officials say Camacho staged the incident to appear as a robbery in an attempt to make the attack look random. The Manhattan DA continued to say, "This was an act of premeditated, deliberate, callous, and it is by sheer luck that the victim is alive, albeit with the significant injuries and pain." I'm ending the video a little differently to commemorate Abnon Fry on the 762's Telegram chat by playing the song he made. If you were not in the chat, it probably makes absolutely no sense to you, but I included it anyways. I appreciate all of you for watching. Check the link in the comments for the full videos that we talked about today, and let me know what stories to include next time.
I got some bullets that ain't really fake though, so when you walk down the street, keep your head low. Bullets flying off the extendo. We're paying homages, your headstone. Smoke another bone like where did that breath go? Wait for a nigga at Tesco, he had no show, so we get going. My niggas round the corner, camouflage to get gecko. They thought they would cut though, but they ain't on shit though. I'ma get rich and buy me a big boat. Sailing from east to west coast, keeping that 38 special. You can get shot in the morning, eating your ego. Telling the homies to let go. Now we at the border of Mexico. Fine ass mommies trying to get close. That pussy tastes like some mangoes. You can get shot like the Django. I'm whipping around and all like the Rango. Keep us, I kick like I'm Dora Diego. I was sipping on my fuego, girls all over my huevos, and I got a couple niggas all up on my payroll. Big 762, just know that I bang though. You broke my heart, but you won't break my heart again. Even though I bought this bitch a Gucci cardigan. Walk around the streets, hold this Glock, this bitch my only friend. I'ma catch them lagging and they gon' do the running man. Too many people tryna knock me off.